So I have a long list because I want to stay organized and on time. My last video was like 20 minutes, so I'm just going to jump right into it. The biggest, most intense change that I've felt since starting tea hasn't been a physical one. It's definitely been a psychological one. Motivation. And not necessarily, like, I don't know. Not necessarily like I want to do stuff all the time, but I feel like I'm really focused. And starting testosterone has given me this new perspective of what's really important. And I'm realizing that I'm really unfocused in the fact that, like, I don't know what I want to do about school or a job, and confronting that has been a lot less scary. And I don't know, maybe I'm just feeling like generally more optimistic about the future or whatever, but that feels a lot brighter and a lot more motivated. So that's been the biggest, most amazing thing, other than the significant drop in dysphoria everywhere, which is amazing. So generally, like on a day-to-day basis, when I'm out and about, when I see guys that have really flat chests, obviously, or, you know, a cool beard or whatever, instead of getting really jealous like I used to, you know, I have this thing in my head that it's like, chemically, I'm the same as you, and my body hasn't caught up yet, but I'm the same as you, and that's been a huge, huge confidence builder, and really aided me in not being dysphoric, or just hard on myself or down on myself. Excuse me. Dysphoria, other places. I've been exercising a lot more lately, which has been good, particularly because when I got all my blood work done to start tea, I found out that I'm pre-diabetic, or not pre-diabetic, like she hasn't actually diagnosed me, but my glucose is a little high, and I'm a lot more prone to diabetes, and since testosterone increases your risk for diabetes, like, I'm really stressed out about it. So I've been really focused about working out regularly and eating well and all of that good stuff. So at this point, my goal is just to lose weight. I've always been overweight. I've always been a chunky kid, but since I moved to Seattle, I've been a lot more healthy, and I've lost like 40 pounds, so that's been really good. But I definitely still need to lose more, and I feel like the weight loss is going to be one of the biggest things that's really going to help me reverse that pre-diabetic diagnosis. And when I've exercised previously, you know, either it's like where my head is at, it's like on this thin line of either like hating myself and freaking out about my body, or being in the zone and being able to push myself. And since I started tea, everywhere, when I'm walking that line, I'm a lot more likely to fall into the zone that I'm trying to be in. And because of that, I feel like I've been pushing myself a lot more as I work out, and am, as a result, sore a lot more than I used to be, which is really good. So along those lines, I haven't, again, because I'm chunky, like, I haven't really seen my muscles develop. They could have been developing, I don't know. But I do know that from the weight that I've lost, you can, like, see it shift, which you weren't able to do before. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it can move. And I got really excited about it because I haven't really been able to see my muscles before. So it's been really exciting for me to see that. And my legs are getting kind of big because I bike a lot, or like my muscles are getting big. Like my calves, they're really cool. So yeah, I've been like really excited about that. And they're a bit firmer. I don't know if like I said, like, I never really was able to see them before, and I never really like paid that much attention to them, but they definitely feel firmer, so that's really cool. My hunger, it really spiked when I first started tea, and again, maybe this will change when they increase my dose, but I pretty much haven't been, it's pretty much just been like I'm eating more with the meals that I regularly eat, instead of like eating all the time and being hungry all the time. I've been drinking a lot of water to help me do that, just to have something in my system all the time, because, like I said, I'm really focusing on like eating right, exercising, being healthy, and so yeah, so that's been really good. I've been eating a lot more when I do eat, and yeah, So I don't think I've been gaining any weight. My doctor said that she has a lot of patients that gain weight when they first start T because they're hungry all the time, so they eat all the time. And I've really been trying not to do that. And aggression. So I feel like with my anger and frustration, they say that depression is just anger turned inwards, and I feel like since I started T, I'm not turning it inwards as much anymore. I'm turning it outwards, and I'm talking about where I'm at, and, excuse me, how I'm feeling, and all of that good stuff, and it's manifested in, like, the healthiest way possible, and I'm talking about where I'm at, and setting boundaries and communicating what I need, and standing up for myself, and I've never really done that before. So I don't necessarily know if this is like a T thing and an aggression thing, or if it's just me growing as a human, but that's been a really, really positive and powerful change in my life, with both my relationship with myself and my relationship with other people, and that's been awesome. And depression. So I normally have a good amount of depression every month, really based upon my cycle, and you know, it's always kind of been like this flux that I've known forever. Like, I know when I'm going to feel more feminine or masculine during the month, or when I'm going to be happier or sad. Like, I usually have depression during what I like to call inadequacy week. So that has been really interesting to see, because I wasn't able to post about this with 2 weeks on T, but I had inadequacy week happen between 2 weeks and 3 weeks on T. So the first day and the last day were crazy intense with depression, and normally I call it inadequacy week because normally I just get like really hard on myself and like think really negative thoughts about myself. Like, I just get really down on myself a lot, and that didn't happen this time, which was really, really, really nice. But I got really depressed, and like for the first day and last day, I like was just so, like, my heart was just so heavy all day, and like really, I don't know, it was crazy. I feel like there's much more of a dramatic shift in my moods, but particularly around inadequacy week. But I feel like with how awesome it is when I'm not having an inadequacy week, I have a feeling that as inadequacy week is in existence, or is not in existence anymore, things are going to be really great with that. The last thing I'm going to talk about is sexy time, or my sex drive, rather. It's a lot higher, and I just like see people a lot more. I don't know, like, I'm just very aware of all women at all times. Particularly the attractive ones, and now attractive boys, which is also interesting, and new for me, but cool. And so, yeah, so that's been really interesting. I'm going to talk more in depth about sexy time, so if you're a good family friend of mine, or maybe my mother, and you don't want to hear more specific details about the shifts that I'm seeing, I love you, and thank you for watching this video, and I will see you very soon, and I'll keep you guys posted. So, yeah. Similar to my exercise dysphoria, where I've been, like, walking that line, I have that with sexy time, too, and since I'm not dating anyone, like, it's solo sexy time, and that, again, like, instead of falling over to the dysphoria line, like, I've been able to keep myself in the zone, and just, maybe it's because I'm just so much hornier all the time, but I do think that, I don't know, there's just, like, this confidence that I have now with myself that eliminates a lot of that dysphoria, I think. And another part of that is little Riley got on it within the first couple days, and I have really high hopes for his growth and development, basically. And that's been really interesting, because I feel like that also has really aided the lack of dysphoria and the amount of confidence that I've had, and that's been really, really good. So, yeah, so interesting stuff with that that I wasn't expecting. And I don't know, like, with the people that I am into, I feel like there's a lot more intensity on my end, and again, that's probably just a confidence thing of me feeling like, alright, I'm just gonna go for it, but, it's been really, so that's been really interesting to see, like, the way, like, when I'm gaming, like, I'm on my game, and it's never half-assed, so that's really great. But yeah, so those are pretty much all the changes that I've been seeing, and thank you so much for watching these videos. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up, and other than that, I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you very soon. I'll see you in like a week, so yeah, stay well, and I'll see you soon.